there's a new Brexit date in town. And people tell me they do. In the comments of my videos, they say, why do you care? Brexit is done. It's over with. But it's not. No. You see, there is a new date. The 13th of December 2024. And this will affect sellers in Great Britain and Northern Ireland who want to either receive goods from Great Britain or want to send goods into the EU, including Northern Ireland. But I know what you're going to say. Northern Ireland's in the UK. It's all one. Don't matter. No. Not with Alexander Boris de Pfeffel Johnson, with his Northern Ireland Protocol and the rewritten version, the Windsor Framework. Well, this is going to cripple businesses in the United Kingdom. Well, you see, if they want to export into the EU, including Northern Ireland, there is that new date in town. Anyway, while you're here, please boop the old like button, and I will go into the detail of this, because this is going to cause a huge amount of problems. It's also going to, well, pretty much close businesses down overnight, like Amazon and the FDAs and what have you. And was that pan-European model? Because, you know, the drop shipping, what have you, on Amazon, which a lot of those businesses couldn't trade post-Brexit. No. They literally closed their doors. They had to. They had no choice. We didn't hear much about it because Amazon just literally just said, well, sorry. eBay's doing the same now regarding this new date. They are preparing themselves. They are already turning off sellers' products because they don't comply with the new rules. Since we are in Great Britain, a third country, we are outside the block, and now we are Billy no mates. Now, you might not like to hear it, but the truth hurts, you know. We are Billy no mates. Now, Keir Starmer isn't helping much, no. As in the Labour Party, with his make Brexit work. There is no making Brexit work. All these rules just add more red tape, more costs, more problems. Makes businesses unviable. Now, if I was a business and, let's say, for instance, selling goods into the EU or Northern Ireland, like I was a supplier for Northern Ireland, I would say, I'm sorry, it's no longer worth the candle. Now, you might have heard me talk about EORI numbers and what have you in the past, but this isn't about that, no. That's more about exporting goods from United Kingdom into, or actually Great Britain, into the European Union regarding foodstuffs and what have you, where you've got to have a representative, a trustworthy person in the EU. There's examples of that I've given you them before. Makes it very difficult when there's a language barrier. Especially when the UK's education system is absolutely shit on languages. I'm a victim too. I struggle with my language, as in the French language, and I live here in France. I find it really hard. I try, but I flip a needle. Goes in one ear out of the other. It really does. Starting to wonder if I'm dyslexic. French dyslexic, maybe. I don't know. Either way. Anyway, let's get back on point. You see, there is the GPRS policy. Allow me to show you, all right? This is what it is, and it's coming into play in December. And it's deeply concerning. It really is. There it is. They are the General Product Safety Regulation. And what is it? Okay, it's the General Product Safety Regulation, the GPSR, sorry. And it is a new instrument, or key instrument, in the EU Product Safety Legal Framework, replacing the replacing from the 13th of December 2024 the current General Product Safety Directive. Basically, they don't want dangerous shit, no, entering the European Union. Excuse my language, but it does feel like a crock of poop. It really does. Well, it's going to modernise the EU General Product Safety Framework and address the new challenges posed to product safety by digitisation of our economies. Now, when you say digitisation, it makes it sound like it's going to be easier. Oh, if you're in Great Britain, it ain't. No. Or Northern Ireland, come to that. Because Northern Ireland's got the same issues. The GPSR requires that all consumer products on the EU markets are safe, and it establishes specific obligations for businesses to ensure it. Well, it doesn't. How to put it? Explain is how do you sell second-hand goods into the EU, because it affects them as well. Also, goods that don't have any markings. And there are plenty of them that currently enter the European Union and the United Kingdom. I know what you're going to say. Well, aren't they illegal? Well, yes, they are. And many businesses are actually still selling these products, such as these little squishy things and stuff like that. You know that plastic junk you get from China. It comes in a great big flippin' box with no paperwork whatsoever. Well, when you sell it, you don't know who the manufacturers are. You don't know who's the importers are. You don't know anything about the product. You don't know if it's safe. It might be some of that black recycled plastic that contains fire retardants and makes you sick. Oh, that's just a fact of the matter. Well, the objectives are ensuring the safety of all products, including those linked to new technologies, addressing challenges posed by the growth of online sales, and particularly via online marketplaces such as eBay, Amazon, etc. Ensuring a better enforcement of the rules and more efficient and even market surveillance. Improving the effectiveness of recalls of dangerous products in the hands of consumers. Well, you see, a lot of these plastic bits of shit are actually given to our children. Do you really want our kids to be, well, either getting ill because it's toxic, or maybe the occasional nail holding an eyeball into place? You know how it goes. Well, precautionary principle shall be widely applied by all stakeholders of product safety. Specific product safety obligations for both economic operators and providers of online marketplaces. Reinforced product traceability. This is where it gets complicated. Traceability means you need to know its origins. You get stuff from China, you got a clue where it comes from. Half a flip time you order half this stuff, and maybe I you get 10 of it, how it comes in a plastic bag. But no information whatsoever. Half of the stuff we get from like Timo, Xi'an, AliExpress, half that blue and stuff, you haven't got a clue about it. Most of it shouldn't even be coming into the EU, let alone the UK. There's no product safety on half of it. Accident reporting to authorities by businesses, reinforced market surveillance rules, and reinforced market. I said it twice now. Market surveillance rules. Specific rules on how to handle product safety recalls, including mandatory recall notice template and the right to remedy for consumers. If you've got a problem, where do you go? Currently, people tend to say, look at this, oh, God, I can't be bothered to send it back. It's too much hassle. Well, companies like AliExpress, Temo, and Xi'an, what have you, they all pretty much expect that. And that is their business model. Make it as hard as they possibly can for you, so you can't send stuff back, or you feel it's not worth your hassle for something that costs like $3.99 or something stupid. But you've got to remember that some of these products that are so cheap are dangerous. Well, the timeline and process. 23rd of June 2020 to 1st of September 2020. Feedback on the road map. Well, we're more interested in what's going on now. And basically on the 13th of December this year, this all comes into force for GB sellers. Now, in Northern Ireland, for instance, I think it's about 1.8, 1.9 million people. It affects them because many of them get their products and stuff still from Great Britain. Well, those sellers who put stuff on eBay, for instance, have now got to put in there a whole load of crap. I mean, it's like they've got to put in there, what is it now? Where am I? All the CE approvals. You've got to have the manufacturer, the seller, information on the product, its origins, where it comes from. It's all got to be inputted when you make your listing online. Sorry, I bit my tongue when I said that. when you make your actual listing online, so you've got to put all the stuff on. Basically, many sellers on eBay, because eBay's already implementing it now, are having a little bit of trouble. If oh my giddy aunt, I've got 30,000 products on it because I'm a small business selling on eBay. How the hell am I going to update all these images? Because you've got to update all the images as well, with all the CE marks and stuff, as a part of the images to prove it is what it is. Now, some of these requirements require an extra 2 to 3 images. Well, if you've got like 20, 30,000 products online, can you imagine what sort of chore that is? It's all got to be done by December the 13th. And you know what the EU's like? They'll sue you. Another 6% of turnover, whatever it might be. Now, many businesses are going to say, hang on, how am I supposed to do this? I sell second-hand goods on eBay, for instance. It could be any marketplace, but let's say, for instance, eBay. I sell second-hand goods. Well, there is no information here. I've got this item that I've found somewhere or has been donated to me, or I don't know, house clearance. I've got this item. Let's say, for instance, this piece of quartz. This round quartz sphere. You see it? Wow. I wonder where it comes from. I know it came from the Earth, okay? Yeah, it's a quartz sphere. But who was the manufacturer? Who made it round, for instance? Is it the right size? Can I swallow it? I don't know. Where is all that information? You've got to upload that at the point of making your listing now. Now, many people could say, well, we should have been doing this donkeys years ago because, quite frankly, maybe we should have been. We won't be in this mess, or these businesses might not be in this mess now. But that was kind of the basis and the business model of eBay when it first started out. It was all about emptying your racket, your grenier and all that, and being able to sell stuff that you already had. These days, it's more about selling new stuff and flog it online. You buy, I don't know, 50 of them on AliExpress and you just sell them at a markup. But that's all going to change. Many businesses are going to say this isn't worth the trouble anymore. They might be looking at different products now that don't have those requirements or are easy for them to list. This is Brexit. Look at it whatever way you like. While you're outside the European Union, this is Brexit. This applies to every other single country who wants to export into the EU. That happens to be a third country. Okay? There's no grey area here. No. This is another bite in the derriere from the Brexit. It's just how it is. You can fluff it up as much as you like. You can dismiss it as much as you like, Brexiteers. All you numpties put the cross in the wrong box. Oh, yeah, please. But they all like button numpties. Well, you see, if your products don't have CE marks, you can't actually document their origin, as in who made it, who were the importers, who's the actual listed manufacturer. If you can't do all that stuff, and don't forget CE marks, if you can't do all that stuff, you will not be able to list your item. This is going to wipe out so many eBay sellers. This is going to wipe out many others as well, many other online sellers and sellers who sell for their own little websites, very small businesses. I'm not going to say small to medium enterprises because I consider them with loads of employees. But there are sole traders out there who make their living by going to the old jumble sales and maybe buying a load of clothes, for instance. Yes, that applies to that as well. And selling that on eBay, for instance. It's a bit of a... I can't remember what the phrase is now for, when you're working from home, what have you. Not homework, because anyway, selling stuff online. Side hustle, that's it, side hustle. Those individuals, it's going to affect them who want to sell into the EU. You see, there's 450 odd million extra people to sell to, and now you can only sell to, well, 66 odd million, and some of them are babies. It's just a fact of the matter. Now, this is what Amazon had to say about this fact, and I will be going live about this at some point because this is, there's a few channels online that have been talking about this as well, how they've really worried it's going to really cripple their business. Now, this is from Amazon themselves, and this is regarding the FBA sales. This was back in like 2020, this was. We know that these are challenging times for our selling partners, and we want you to know that we are steadfast in our commitment to supporting your business as we make this transition. You see, there was FBA sellers, there was pan-European sellers and what have you on Amazon, drop shipping. So Amazon provided the warehousing, and basically you search your products, wherever you went there, then they did the distribution via the Amazon network. Well, that all changed as for British sellers. Made it very difficult for them. Now, if you limited yourself regarding the countries you're going to be selling to, okay, you might get away with it because you'll only need one VAT or TVA account with that one country. You might be able to do that, okay, but you still got to pay them, you know. But let's say, for instance, you want to send your goods to the whole of the European Union. Well, you got that issue that you're going to have a VAT account with every single country that happens to require VAT. Or here in France with the TVA. This is Brexit. It's an absolute pile of poop. It really is. And you're not going to tell me otherwise. This is crippling. It is the small to medium enterprises and the little micro businesses that are the life and soul of the country. They are what keep the country afloat. They're the businesses that will help the environment in the sense of being able to resell stuff that would otherwise end up in the bin, end up in landfill. Brexit. Well, it's like death by 1,000 cuts. And who the heck is talking about this other than me? Probably a few people, but crikey, I ain't found many, I'll tell you. This is just... I've gone on, but anyway, I've done 17 odd minutes on it already. So anyway, if you want to support the channel, first and foremost, please beat the old like button, because it helps the channel, you know. And if you are a Brexiter and you're a seller, please comment down below, because I would like to know how this is going to affect you. And have you been affected by... well, the rule changes regarding being able to sell via the Amazon platform as well. Legally, that is, not in the black market, obviously. Anyway, let me know in the comments down below. But if you want to support the channel, you can do it on Patreon or buy us a coffee, and the links down below. And I'll be absolutely honest with you, there's only one way this channel is going to stay alive, is if it has support. Because there's no way I can keep going and keep doing this and spending my life, literally, researching, flipping hell, like this video, for instance, and sharing it with you without, well, some recompense. And I'm talking monetary recompense, because at the end of the day, I have to live as well. I have to feed all my little doggies. You can't see them, but I've got 3 little doggies down here. I want to show you, but I can't. I can't move the camera. It doesn't move. Anyway, and they require shitloads of medication because they're all getting old, and they like their food. They go, oh my God, what has he done? How can I show you this? I'll have to show you this. My little Wally dog, he's buried himself. Oh, sorry about mine, you did see. I don't know, can you see them? There they are. Oh, blimey, it's a mess. What's he done? That's Pandora. Wally's the ones in the covers, and then Sebastian behind him. Behind him, sorry. Oh, behind him, sorry. Wally dog's a little ginger bum sticking out. Anyway, you know, we're doing rewilding here in France as well. Did you know that? You might have heard me say it before, but we are. And if you want to be a part of that, let's go from the link there below. And basically what we do is we'll plant a tree on your behalf, and I'll make a sign to go with the tree. Yes, a rewilding project. So there's loads of trees that are going in the ground. We've already done almost 600, I think, now. We just planted an arbour the other week. Last week we planted an arbour. And if you want to be a part of that, there is a link down below where you can make a contribution for a tree, and I will make a sign to go with your tree. There's a GoFundMe there. We upload little updates and stuff on that as well. I've got a whole load of signs to go out that have already been made to go with the trees that we put in for individuals who kindly already donated. We've also put loads of signs out already. I mean, there's flipping loads of them out there. It looks like it looks like an American graveyard. No, it doesn't. Sorry. There's loads of trees with signs. Okay. So they're made with the laser, man. So they're wooden signs made with the laser. They look pretty cool, actually. And then if you check out the GoFundMe page, you'll see on there, I just uploaded one for little Freddy, who basically has got his own tree now, with a little sign with a dinosaur on it. So anyway, let us know what you think, and please, please, please just boot the old like button, because that really does help the channel. And share the videos, because this sort of information needs to get out there. People need to understand what Brexit is doing to the country and the country's ability to flourish, because all these problems, it's not the only one, all these problems are going to weigh down on the country's ability to be able to, well, get growth. Like Keir Starmer keeps trying to tell us, we need growth. Unfortunately, he doesn't want to embrace the fact that we need access into the European Union to get that growth. But there you go. Stupid is as stupid does. But for now, toodaloo.